Pandas. Pandas. Pandas, pandas, pandas. Good morning, my pandas. Welcome to the stream. Goodness gracious. TGIM. Thank God it's Monday, Monday, Monday. Welcome, everybody. Make sure you scalp that like button. Sorry for the late start. We are about to start here. Pandas. Payouts approved. Payouts approved, pandas. Markets are open. If you look at my accounts, you can see that they are $500 less than they were on Friday. Payouts approved, pandas. No news today. Tuesday. We have news at 10 a.m. I put a post up. We do have news this week, actually. A lot of news. It was fast, too. Very fast. I mean, they did it over the weekend, which is amazing. Which allows me to be able to trade on Monday, right? If they didn't do the payouts, then I wouldn't be able to trade the accounts because you want to make sure and confirm the payouts have been made. But now that the accounts have lowered their balance, we're absolute tear right now. We're gapping up above the 20 EMA on the daily chart. Weekly chart. Breaking above the previous candle's high on the weekly chart. So we broke the weekly high. Second entry long. I'm going for it. Oh, actually, 1 second. Uno minuto. Here we go. Oh, maybe it's a good thing that I didn't try to go for that. I'm definitely going in on a second attempt here. Failed trap, I'll try. Could just be tricky. Looking for a new high here. Maybe a lot more. Maybe a lot more. Oh!
Target filled.
Oh my goodness, pandas. Pandas. I just realized I doubled the copier on a couple of my accounts. Oh my god. Careful for those. Careful. I haven't done that in a long time. Wow. Wow. Well, I guess I'm up $1,000 on a couple of my accounts here. So I can only really take one more, easy peasy. It's just that easy, pandas. Trading is the easiest thing I've done in my entire life. And guess what, pandas? I can do payouts again. I'm at a place where I can do payouts again, pandas. On the first 4 accounts, I'm already in a place where I can do payouts. Trap triggers here. It seems like it's obviously trying to go up. I mean, that's what it seems like. Or else the top of a channel. Loco, loving today. I'm already done trading. Woke up at 6:30 a.m. Made 1,500 across 3 accounts. New Year starting right. All right, let's go. Congratulations. Easy peasy. That's how easy it is for the pandas to make bamboo. That's how good we are. We are killing, absolutely killing it. I'm realizing more and more, no matter what you do, everyone has to figure out their own style of trading. It's true. Even if you learn a system, you have to learn your way of trading it. You have to learn when there's green lights and red lights. There's like other, I mean, everyone's looking for that the golden strategy, you know? The golden bullet is going up here. Everyone's looking for the golden bullet. First 5-minute chart. First candle on the 5-minute chart. Explosion to the upside. I'm trying to find, there should be gaps. Oh, yeah, we have a gap up here. This is the gap that we need to fill here. I don't think we're going to stop until we fill this gap. Yeah, we have a gap above the fill. Debating if I should withdraw min on my 50K 8%, 100% withdraw min. It's not even a question. Bill said, I'm flying home tonight. 20 plus hour flight plus a couple of layovers. Wow. How long were you in the Philippines for? You're in there for a while, huh? Second entry long, but we're like beneath the 20 MA. I might consider this if we actually touch the bottom of this channel. We missed the bottom channel. I mean, we could tweak it so it looks like this. Here's your signal bar currently. I don't love it. I don't love it. We're in. Regardless, we're in now. Love it or not, we are in. New high again? Yikes. We break to the downside. Fails, traps. We're bouncing off our trend line here, which is a good sign for me. I think I'm going to just stay in with one contract. I could double it up if I felt very confident here, but I'm going to stay in my one contract. I'm already in. Basically already in this trade. Could have came out break even if I wanted to. But why? We're bouncing off our trend line. We already took the risk. Now we can take our 1-to-1. We got the higher low, which is great for us. Ooh.
Target filled.
Pandas! We've pretty much made max on those bottom accounts. Now I got turned off the trade copier off those bottom accounts. It's a little bit confusing. I'll turn it off on the bottom accounts here. This will be a little bit confusing here. Man, just call it a day. She said, just end it. Just end it. Protect the profits. Nah, I mean, we'll keep going. Oh, we're 2-0. We're gonna keep going. 2-0. We've had good risk rewards, so even if I lose one, it's not like we're gonna be red. I'm okay with ending red. That's the thing. You gotta be okay with ending red. But man, what a trade! That was quite a nail biter. I'll tell you that much. It almost took me out by a tick. But I could tell the market is starting to get a little bit shaky here, a little bit choppy, getting a little bit choppy. For sure, getting a little bit choppy. Another second entry long. I mean, is it like might as well take it here, or should I take the trap this time? I might as well take it. I mean, I might as well. I just seriously, I might as well take this. Ooh, might as well not take it. If we come back up, I'll take it. I'll start bar reversal. If we come back up, I'm in. Oh, another new high. We'll just do the 1-to-1. I mean, it's a 10-point scalp, 1-to-1 here. Can it be that easy today? Just every second entry long, just take it? It can't be that easy, is it? It might be that easy. We'll hold.
Target filled.
Pandas! Easy peasy. Oh no! What the? One of my accounts didn't turn off. What happened? Oh no! I went over max on one of my accounts. Oh no! It's no big. It's no big. I'm not gonna let that bother me. It's no big. Seriously, it's no big. I could lose some money on that account, but it's gonna get very confusing. Do you see the third from the bottom? We're at 2,000. That means I'm 500 over max. Man, that means to get payouts for that one, I need to make $6,866 just to get payouts. It's almost worth losing money here. I don't want it to be one of those occasions where I try to lose money and can you take a loss? Can I? I don't know. Can I? I'm not sure if I can. I'm almost happy with these profits here. Okay, you know what? I'm going to counter. I'm going to counter trade this. I'm going to counter trend trade this on just one account here. I don't want to be in that situation. We're going to lose a little threshold here. Do something we never really do. We're going to try to lose 500 here. 500 is how many points? $25 points. We're going to try to lose 500 here. I don't know if this is right. I almost feel like I shouldn't even try this. Trying to lose money here, it's like trying to make money here. Dang it. I'm going to make money here, aren't I? No chance it's gonna go this far down, right? No chance it's gonna come all the way down here. No chance it's gonna come all the way back down and actually abide by this channel. Absolute no chance here. Right now I'm trying to lose 500 on this. On this one account.
Target filled.
You know, like, you know, you're like, you dream. You dream you can just go short here and then take your trade out there. You just dream about that setup. You dream that you can actually do that when you want it to work. And how many times does it happen? 0 out of a million times. Sorry, 1 out of a million times. And that 1 out of a million times, we just did it. Pandas, we just did it. I'm done with that. This account is just not going to be, I'm not going to be able to withdraw until like 5 months later. That's just how it's going to be. We're not going to attempt this again. I've tried this before, and it has been terrible experience to try this. We're just going to try and make bamboo with our regular accounts. Here we go. We have about 300 more we can make. This one account is going to be almost impossible to withdraw. Let me tell you how much money we need just to withdraw from there. We need $9,000 to withdraw on that one account. On the 7th account. We'll call it the 7th. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The 6th account. 6, 7, 8. Wait. I'm Pandas, 1 second. Pandas, 1 second. Just 1 second here. Ooh, do I want to go long here? I kind of do want to go long here. All right, a little too late. A little too late. I'll go long again. Undershoot and overshoot. I'll go long again if you give it to me. If he fails second to short, I'll go long. Don't test me. I will go long here. Fails second to short. Looks extremely bullish. 2500 tick chart. 5-minute chart. Bull bar. Ooh, okay. Getting it. But how many times do you wish you can just sell at the top of a channel and then close, right? Close at the bottom of the channel. How many times do we wish we could have done that? And I'm in my mind, I'm like, you know what? This never works in real life. This never works. And lo and behold, here we are. Almost impossible to withdraw from these accounts now. Quite a strong pullback. I may want to skip this, but you know what? I'll try anyways. Quite a strong pullback, but I'll try anyways. I don't have the cojones. It feels starting to feel a little awkward. Starting to feel a little awkward here now, to be honest. Starting to feel a little bit awkward. This is a pullback stronger than the breakout, right? The breakout's right here. Pullback's a little too strong. It's going beneath the breakout point. If this is a breakout here, you know, I'm taking my pause here. Give me a second, Pandas. Give me a second here. I'm jipping you guys right now. I'm absolutely jipping you guys. Give me a second. There it is. Pandas. We have 10 accounts we're trading right now. 10 accounts. We're pretty much at max at most of them. I don't know how to feel about that. Honestly, I'm actually a little sad. I feel like I can't pull out on that 6 account until like, I don't know, maybe a couple months. I'm gonna need $9,000. Logo, can you live stream your next payout submission? I want to, but there's some information I don't want to show there. There's some information I don't want to show. I'll make a recording. I'll record myself and then censor out the stuff that, or block out the stuff I don't want to show. But I'll do it next time. High or low here. It's looking juicy. Looking juicy. We're just bouncing off the 20 EMA at this point. We had somewhat of a confusing pullback here, making this a little bit sus. It's making a little bit sus here. Starting to show limit order trading here. Limit order trading. Could be a deep push down. Let's see. Or just bounce off our channel. Lower high. Okay. Apex is limiting you. Yeah, I mean definitely. They are making like safeguards for themselves. They're making safeguards for themselves for sure, at the expense of the customer, which sucks. I usually don't take longs here. I usually don't take longs beneath the 20 MA, but this channel's so strong, I'm almost willing to make an exception here. I'm going to set my pause. I'm getting a little bit confused. I'm okay with $1,140 profit, pandas. I'm really okay with that. I truly am. I truly am. The nice thing about this, pandas, like we can kind of coast. We can coast to next payouts. You know what I mean? We can coast to next payouts because we're already above the payout amount, the minimum payout amount. But man, pandas, I mean, this market is moving. It's moving. Look at this. It's moving in a terrible way, but it's moving. Okay. Kind of glad I skipped that. It's getting a little bit sus here. Let's draw these trend lines just to make sure. Stay vigilant on these because it can just be an easy trade off this trend line. It can be. It really can be. High or low here. Not really high or low, sorry. We made a lower low here. I want to see what it does with this trend line. It seems a little bit confused. Okay. It almost seems as if I have to buy like down here or something like that. Almost as if I have to buy down here. Or this just blasts off. Wow. Jeez. It really does love this channel, huh? The market is loving this channel right now. I can even tweak it to be a little more accurate. Capture more points here. Something like that. Pandas, like, how many times do we just wish we could just sell at the top of a channel, hold it to the bottom. How many times have we wished that we could do that? And every time we like even attempt it, it doesn't even get close. Lo and behold, the one time the universe says, when you don't want it, we'll give it to you. Fans, make sure you scalp that like button. We're up $1,140 on it. On a pretty straightforward day, we just went long. This is a second entry long here. Second entry long here, actually. Same trade. Second entry long. And another second entry long here. Fail trap with second entry long, essentially. I mean, we are up 1K on all our accounts. I mean, except that one account's up almost 3,000. Ah, pandas, why? It's kind of fun when you try to lose a trade. Because then you start doing things that actually make a lot of sense. Like going short here almost makes a lot of sense. Right? Going short here actually makes a lot of sense here. But you'll just never really do that with your regular accounts. We haven't broken a previous candle's low yet on the 5-minute chart. We've done several on the 2500 tick, but the 5-minute chart, we have not broke a previous candle's low, and we are heading to fill the gap created December 27th. We're going to try to fill that gap on December 27th, and it looks like we want to try. I mean, very rarely do you go like all the way up like this without any pullbacks. That's very rare. So I'm just saying. I mean, it can happen. It's just saying it's super rare, and it's not something you expect to happen. You know what I mean, Pandas? You gotta trade what we expect to happen. And arrange your risk reward accordingly. You know what I mean? It's like actually long here for me again, but it's becoming a trading range. Wowzers. Okay. You're getting very confusing. I could almost draw a trading range right now. Just like this. Where it might be worth buying at the bottom of this. Maybe a breakout and then come back up into it. Could be a trade worth taking here. You know what I mean, Pandas? Break beneath it, come back up. Just like this. Come back up. Fail breakdown of the channel. Okay. Higher low is what I would like to see. Otherwise, this trap. I'm curious to see this trap here. To see if anyone's gonna take this trap. I feel like the answer is no, but I'm curious to see what happens if the trap triggers. Really, just break. Like I said, the break and then fail break down and come right back up. That could just be as simple as. Ooh, okay. Trap does trigger. I'm curious to see what happens here. I mean, it's a really good looking trap, but you gotta realize we're in a trading range. With good risk reward, this trade could be worth it, but we're gonna try to take a failed trap back up. High or low now? I mean, I'm out. If the second entry short does trigger, I'm out of the trade. How much am I looking for here? 300. Just because we're in trading range, this is why I'm going along on a higher low here. It could look for another push down. I mean, it really could. Having a hard time breaking above the 20 MA. Might be worth skunking this trade because we couldn't break above the 20 MA here. It could be setting itself up for a really nice second entry short here. It could be. I'm just trying to read the price action. Price action is telling me trading range.
Target filled.
It's looking too nice for a second to short. Second to short does trigger here. It's looking way too nice for a second to short. It's like right beneath the 20 minutes. Aesthetically, it's a very good looking second to short here. But we're in a trading range, so I cannot take the second to short. But I'm not willing to hold this long. See, this is why I'm not willing to take the short. But also, I'm not willing to hold the long here because um, second to short does look really nice here. It just looks nice. Beautiful signal bar coming off the 20 MA. I mean, it has a lot of things going for it here. I guess I'll take the trap back up. I don't know. I'll take the trap back up, I guess. Another attempt long here. Could have held it and made my bamboo. But I was not willing to hold into that second to short, which triggered. Or it does trigger that second to short, and it's just like not worth it for me to hold it into that. I'd rather just skunk it like I did. Miss this trade, it's fine. But, I mean, it's amazing. It's doing exactly what I thought it was going to do. Basically, fail breakdown. It comes right back up. Bottom of the channel, maybe back to the top. Straight to the top of the channel. Jeez. Alright, whatever. We're chilling. We're just hanging out here. Okay. I'm just noticing little things like we're failing to hit the top of the channel again, right? So we're making like lower highs now. Lower high here, lower high here. We're failing to get to the top of the channel. It could show bearish pressure. Could be showing bearish pressure here in this, you know, it ends up looking like a head and shoulders essentially. Lower high here, interesting. Again, I'm sitting on my pause. I'm just, you know, we're still in the structure, so it's like, I'm not going to trade a breakout here. I'll have to trade after, but we're still in the structure. Right, there's no break of structure yet. The structure is still here. The structure is just this trading range. You know, structures are triangles. Whatever shapes you can think of really are structures. Triangles, head and shoulders, wedges, flags. Like, these are structures. We're still in the structure here, so anything can happen. Okay. It's scary to hold that, but whatever. I'm just undershoot, maybe need to overshoot. Again, tough time breaking above the previous pivot high. Keeping an eye on the 2500 tick chart as well, right? This is making me not want to go short right into the 20 MA. I do not want to go short into that, into the 20 MA. Okay. We broke this pivot high. Maybe get to the top of the channel now. I don't see what's stopping it. I really don't see what's stopping it. Getting to the top of the channel here. Alright, wow. Okay. It's having a really hard time. Really hard time. Okay, or not. Wow. How confusing can you be? How confusing can you get here? Very confusing, to be honest. Huh. Okay. Weird. Nothing fun to trade here. This is like very confusing. I mean, dare you go long here? Just go long at the bottom of the channel? Or bottom of the trading range? I don't like the fact that this couldn't reach the top of the channel or the trading range. I don't like the fact that it couldn't reach it. Inside bar. Might as well trade the inside bar here, I guess. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe not every inside bar is created equal, right? 5-minute chart has an inside bar, it's an OI pattern. OI. I'm only willing to take it to the long side because we are going up. So you have a higher chance for the inside bar to work out when it goes with the original direction. Well, daylight today being so choppy at this point, I don't know. Okay, lower high created here. I mean, it's getting very choppy here. I feel like I should just let this play out. This is very confusing. Trading range is almost easier to see on this chart. $2,500 tick chart. It's almost easier to see on this. Okay, pushing down. Strong bear bar ending on its low. Is it just gonna be bought up with limit orders? Is a question. Waiting for a trade here. I don't like the fact we didn't get to reach the top of this, which makes it feel like this could really break down here. But who knows, pandas? Who knows? Pandas! Hope you're enjoying the content. Make sure you scalp that like button. We're up $1,155. Do you believe? We're 3-0 right now. We skunked one, so. Being 3-0 is really good. If you can be 3-0 every day, that's amazing. I mean, we're at $1,155 just being 3-0. I mean, that's some bamboo. I don't know about you, but making that much money in one day across 10 accounts, we basically made over $10,000 today. I mean, I don't mind making $10,000 a day. Do you? I don't mind that. And we're building up, pandas. We're building up these accounts. I only added more accounts once I got the payouts. Once I get the payouts again, guess what, pandas? We're adding more accounts. We're going to be trading max accounts. What kind of price action have we entered in? Look at this. Look at this nonsense here. I mean, almost makes sense just to go long down here. Go short up here, actually. We're in the twilight zone now. We officially entered the twilight zone. High or low here. We're in the middle of the trading range, which means very confusing. Popping up. How high can you fly? How high can you fly? So on the 5-minute chart, if we took this inside bar, right? If you went short here, right, the trade idea is this. You have an OI pattern, inside, outside, inside. If it breaks one side, right, you simply enter that side, that breakout, and then put your stop loss on the other side. If you notice here, those who entered short here, they just got stopped out there. Jeez Louise. All right. Wow. 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 Okay, look at this, pandas. Look at this. Is crazy. Should I go long? Should I be a madman? Just go long here? Check this out. High or low, I'll take it. High or low, I'll go long. Jeez, alright, never mind. No high or low to be had. Is this breaking down? Possibly. I still think we're in trading range, but we'll see. I need a higher low, though. I don't think I can enter anything else other than a higher low here. How confusing is that, though? Crazy. Crazy. Some inside bars are all inside bars are not created equal. Because that inside bar, right, you would have failed 2 times here, and well, basically you would lost that trade. And if you went long here, you lost that trade as well. Very tricky. Very tricky, in fact. Yes, indeed. Very tricky. Whoa. Oh, my. What is happening? Whoa. 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 Feel me? I'll take it.
Target
Feel
filled.
me? Sure. Why not? What in the world was that? I set up my trade to bring my trade down, and it spiked up into like the area where I typically put my trade to keep it safe, and it went all the way up to that level. It triggered me in, and it scalped me out. It's just one of those days, pandas. That's crazy to me. That's actually crazy. That kind of scared me. That's why trading ranges are so tricky. What in the world? That spike of volatility out of nowhere? That's insane, pandas. What in the world just happened? I mean, I'll take it, but jeez. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What did I do to you? There was like a shot of volatility. I wanted the higher low. So I set up my trade before it triggered, and then it had like the spike of volatility, and it triggered me in the area where I usually keep my trade to keep it safe, and it triggered me still. That's insane. That's crazy. All right, whatever. I'll take it. Oh, wow. And still scalp me out. That's crazy. All right, I mean, okay, cool. I like how locked in we are on the fact that we know what market cycle this is. This is a trading range, and we are locked in that. And we're trading accordingly. That is a good start to the year. You know, that's a good start to trading. Noticing what's happening and trading according to exactly what's happening, which is trading range. Trap trade does trigger to go long. The 5-minute prints a strong bull bar could be reason to go long here. 5-minute prints a strong bull bar, it could be reason to go long. Starting to. It looks like it's going to print a strong bull bar. It's going up. Seems like we're breaking out of the trading range now, but look at we had breakdowns here as well. The only reason why I feel like it's more a higher chance to break out right as it goes up is because we were going up already. So the chances to continue the original trend are higher, which is exactly what's happening. We could use that to our advantage and try to go long here somewhere. But honestly, I'm happy with my gains right now. It's not bad. Up 13.55. I mean, I can't even take a full scalp on my next trade to hit max. Strong bull bar on the 5-minute chart could prove reason to go long here, right? Maybe always in long now. People probably wait for follow through. People probably waiting for follow through. And also remember, 5-minute chart, we do have a gap here that happened December 27th. This gap here, December 27th. We could be trying to aim to fill it. Could be possible. Could absolutely be possible, Panis. What shall we do? What diddly do we do? Second entry long here. The fact that the 5-minute where it has no follow through gives me cause of concern, as in to go long here in the second entry long. Could just be symmetry, break down, break out, right? Undershoot to overshoot could just be symmetry here. And come right back into our trading range. Could easily be that. Second entry long here, time to make a decision. I'm gonna skip it, obviously, but it could be breakout, retest of the breakout level. It could also be that. I mean, like why not? But also could be symmetry, just undershoot, overshoot back into a trading range. It could do all these things, so I'm just gonna sit on my pause. Risk not too large on that second entry long. Plus, it doesn't really matter at this point for me because I'm like, I don't know. I don't know if I want to risk anymore. I currently have good gains. I'm like up 13.55 max on these accounts or 1,500, so I can't even make a full scalp here, like 10-point scalp on my next trade. I'd be over. I'd be over the consistency rule. But Pandas, does it really matter? Does the consistency rule really apply here? Does the consistency rule really apply here? Because we're way over, essentially we're way over the what's it called? Actually no. I'm copying one account here. So I shouldn't go over. Okay, second entry long does work out for you. Let's see if it makes a new high. New high is made here. Second entry long. Congrats for those who took the second entry long. Breakout retest, that's what ended up happening. Broke out of this trading range and retest the top where it used to be resistance, now support. Nice little bounce here. Nice little pullback to like a pullback, but like I said, I had cause of concern. Loco says threshold. Yeah, I mean, because I'm on static threshold, and for my the four accounts, my main accounts, my first four accounts, if you think about it, does it really matter? Does the consistency rule of 30% based off 5,100 really matter? So 5,100 is kind of like the baseline you would use because that's the minimum you need to withdraw. But since I'm making more money than that, since I'm over 5,100, Hmm. We'll keep we'll keep the max at 1500. We're 4-0 today, Pandas. Being 4-0 today just could just mean we're 0-4 tomorrow. Jeez. Just stay vigilant. Pandas also bad news. Sorry. I'm gonna be out the rest of this week. Yeah. I'm gonna be out the rest of this week, and I'll be back up next Monday. So you're gonna have to trade without the panda, unfortunately. Um, I really hope the price action is good, and I hope everything you're learning, you can apply it. I just be careful market cycle. You gotta be locked in the market cycle, and you gotta be quick to adapt. And we were in trading range. Now we're kind of breaking out. We're changing the market cycle now is a question, and trade according to the market cycle. I mean that's what's most important. Not most important, but for your analysis that's most important. But for your trading, most important is your risk reward. Make sure you're not risking too much. Make sure you're not trading too large. Make sure your stops are not too large. Make sure you are not scaling in unless it's part of your strategy. All you need is 8 days of trading though. After this, 8 days of trading. 8 days of trading. It used to be 10. You used to need 10 minimum trading days, but you just need 8 now. Trap this trigger. I'm staying away from this. This is getting confusing. Could be always in long on the 5-minute chart as well. One thing you gotta notice, right? Breaker trend to new high already created here. So you're taking quite a risk to go long here. But it looks bullish. So what can you do? What can you do? Seeing my pause on this one. Like my next trade would have to be like a 5-point scalp where I make what? $100. 5-point scalp, how hard can that be? A 5-point scalp. On the Nascraq, 5 points is nothing. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. How many green days in a row has it been? It has been like 8 green days in a row so far. And when we're talking green, we're talking about big green, not like $100. We're talking about like $700,000 every single day we're making. What are your normal TPSL? On the Nascraq 10 and 10, I usually like to risk $200 per trade. I like to make more than $200, but my scalp minimum is at least 10 points on the Nascraq. On the 500 tick chart, that is. Why do I use the 500 tick chart? Because the average, right, the ATR, average true range, on a 14 candle, 14 candle ATR is around 10 points. That's why I use the 500 tick chart. Plus, a nice round number, 500 tick. If you're doing 40 TP 20 SL on one contract, you can make that work, but you're risking a lot, right? Especially if you're trading like the 50K accounts. As near impossible to be profitable on the 50K accounts with that kind of risk. You can do that with the 150Ks and above, but when it comes to 50K accounts, that means you're risking $400 per trade on, and your threshold is 2,500, so 2,500, 400. You're risking about 7% of your account, I guess, every trade. A little more than 7%, or around 7%, 6 to 7% on every trade. Does that make sense? No, that doesn't make any sense. You're risking 400. I can't maths. Math's not working right now. You're risking 16% per trade. It's too much. I'm trading the 150K accounts and I'm risking $200. So I'm risking about 5% on every trade because your threshold is 5,000. Threshold is 5,000 and you're risking 200, right? So my risk is about 4%. So I'm risking about 4% per trade on every trade. As you know, you have to lose about 20 in a row to bust your accounts. Loco, been having success with one-to-one quick scouts with leaving a runner after main portion is taken. Yeah, I'm finding the micros work better for that on 100K, so we'll work on lowering that. I'll probably go back to 1020 even on the 300K for now. Makes it all right. Yeah, I mean if you're trading micros, then just throw all that out the window. You can have a 20-point stop loss, sure, on the micros, of course. Just sitting my pause here. I don't know. Second entry long here. Fails second entry long. Plenty of room to come back down. Sure. Fails second entry long, but it's getting choppy. You know, when the market looks like this, it's like counting legs doesn't even matter. Counting legs doesn't even matter when you're going this sideways. Yeah, I mean, if you're trading micros, you can take 50-point stop loss. You can take essentially it's equal to 200-point stop loss. Right, I've taken 20 points. Micros is 10 times less. So basically, if you're taking micros, you can take a 200-point stop loss, and that's $200. A 200-point stop loss, but then your TP has to be like 200 points. You know. It's just kind of funny. I guess in a sense with micros, it's almost impossible to bust your accounts. And I say that almost impossible because I've done it many times. I've done it many times, man. I've busted my accounts many times. Trust me. I take it all back. It's very possible, very easy actually to bust your accounts with micros. Especially if you're trading like more than one. I'll take a higher low here, forget it. Whatever. It's gonna trigger a trap on the 2500 tick chart. Give me a higher low. Oh yeah, with the trailing stop loss, the trailing threshold, it's not good for trailing threshold. You're absolutely right about that. That's why scalping is like the best until you hit static threshold. Now that I hit static thresholds, like I can go up and down, doesn't matter. But remember, I do have 6 other accounts that have not got to static thresholds yet, so I gotta keep in mind for those. We never got a higher low here, which is what I want. GG's. Good gains, Panda. Gonna get to work locking out for the day. Alright. When does static happen? It happens when you hit the minimum you need to withdraw, which is always the threshold plus $100. It's always the threshold plus 100. So the 50K accounts, it's 2,600. Once you hit 2,600, then right 2,500 for your threshold plus 100, 2,600, it turns into static. You can tell by the first 4 accounts I have on top left of your screen that we hit static thresholds, right? It's stuck at 150, 100 because we went over 5,100 already. So now it doesn't matter if I swing trade. I can have as much. I could swing a bajillion dollars and it wouldn't affect that, you know. Yeah, I said bajillion. All right, bajillion is the number we all use to say something's really large. Wow. Okay, the higher low does trigger here, and it's just misbehaving like crazy right now. It's very confusing. It's going up, but in a very disgusting way. You know what I mean, Panos? Robert says, question about that. If you withdraw down to the safety net, does that mean you're like $100 from losing account? No, 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 no. If you withdraw down to the safety net, which is the, you know, minimum you need to withdraw, for instance, the 50K accounts, if you make $3,000 and you withdraw, well, actually, the minimum you can withdraw is 500. So if you make, let's say, $3,600 and you withdraw $1,000 to get down to the safety net at 2,600, then you have 2,600 to play with. You have all that money to. It's just when you withdraw again, you're basically $100 away from. No, Robert, you're a bit confused. If you get down to the safety net. Okay, I don't know what you're using for safety net. There's actual term safety net for Apex right now, and that amount is the minimum you need to withdraw. That's the safety net. So it's a little bit confusing, but if you withdraw more than max, you need to retain a safety net in your account, which is the minimum amount you need to withdraw. But if you withdraw minimum, it doesn't matter. You can withdraw minimum whenever, right? Even if you go beneath your safety net, right? You can draw minimum. Okay, yeah. So you're a bit confused. I get it. Yeah. So if you let's say you withdraw all your money, and you withdraw. Let's say you made 50,000, 5,100. You withdraw 5,000. Then yeah, you actually bust your accounts right away. All right, this is the last thing I'm talking about probably during stream. And remember, Pandas, I'm not going to be here this week, so I'll put a post up. Just reminding everyone. And I'll be back Monday. Sorry about that. It is what it is. Pandas have lives too outside of YouTube. We exist outside of YouTube, believe it or not. All right, so the way payouts work is this. How can I know how much should I keep on the account? Price Action Panda. Why would you make your name Price Action Panda when I'm actually the Price Action Panda? What in the world? Why would you do that? But welcome back. All right, let me just try to wrap it all up here for the withdrawals. By the way, all of this can be found on Apex, but obviously most of you guys are too lazy to read it yourselves. I'll explain everything to you right now. Okay? We're going to use the 50K accounts because most people trade with 50K accounts. So I'm going to use 50K accounts as my example. It's very easy to explain with like an example. So when you want to withdraw, there's a minimum amount you need in your accounts to withdraw, which is the threshold plus 100. So the 50K accounts, your threshold is 2,500. So that means you need to make $2,500 on your accounts, right? We'll call them account profits. Your account profits have to be 2,500 plus 100, so 2,600. And the moment you do that, you are eligible for a payout. And your threshold turns static. So that's a added bonus. Now, when you do payouts, the new payouts rule says this. You can pull out minimum. There's no restrictions on pulling out minimum. You can pull out minimum as long as you're above the threshold, right? Sorry, the minimum required account balance to withdraw. I need a better word for that, but as long as you're above 2,600 or above, you can withdraw minimum. There's no rules for that. If you want to withdraw more than minimum, as in if you want to pull out $600 or $501, you need to retain a safety net in your account. You need to retain a safety net in your account. The safety net is whatever the minimum you need to withdraw. So for 50K accounts, the safety net you need to retain is $2,600. So that means in order to pull out more than $500, class, how much money do we need in our accounts? How much money do we need in accounts if we want to pull out more than $500? If you said anything above 3,100, you are correct. So if you want to pull out more than 500, then you need to have your account balance higher than 3,100. Because now, when you withdraw, let's say $600, that means you need $3,200 in order to withdraw $600. Because once you pull out $600, that means your account balance will be, or your account profits will be $2,600, thus retaining your safety net. Does that make sense, Pandas? I don't know why it sounds confusing when I'm explaining it. I wish I could explain it in a simpler way. If I had like illustrations, it would be very easy to explain. But basically, you need to retain a safety net. That means whenever you withdraw, after you withdraw, your account balance cannot be beneath the safety net. That's why it's called safety net. So if you ever want to pull out, let's say and the safety net, this only lasts for the first 4 withdrawals. Once you pass 4 withdrawals, you no longer need to keep the safety net. You no longer need to keep the safety net after 4 withdrawals. So after 4 withdrawals, you can start pulling out whatever the max of withdrawals are. And after a certain while, I forget the exact number. Let's see. There's a maximum payout amount on accounts for the first 5 payouts. Okay, so first 5 payouts, you are retained within the account balance, the account maximums. And after 5 payouts, then you can pull out as much as you want. It's confusing because they're like rules on top of rules that were already made. So like a lot of us are familiar with the past rules. So it's not too hard for us to understand what, like, there's a max you can pull out per account, like depending on the account size, right? Because those rules were already there. But if you're new, then this can be like a little bit confusing. Right? There's a max you can pull out per account size. I think the max you can pull out on the 50K accounts is like $2,000. So the first 5 withdrawals, the max you can pull out is 2,000, even if you have a safety net. Okay, pandas. Here we go. Last trade of the stream. We just need 5 points here. Let's get it. Okay, no longer interested in that trade. Maybe looking for a new low at this point. Okay. Looking for a new low makes sense here. It just looks a little bit, right? It looks like unfinished business. Looks like we need to break this low here. Curious to see what happens here. Unsure what's happening here. I thought it was another push down, but obviously can be wrong. A little hint also in withdrawals. Always pull out. Always pay yourself. Always pay yourself as much as you can. Nothing really clear here, so I'm just sitting on my pause. All right, pandas. I think that's it for us today. Remember, I'm not gonna be here until next Monday. That's our next stream. So I'm gonna miss you guys. I hope you guys are gonna miss me. I'll see you guys bright and early next Monday. And when I'm gone, pandas, trade safe, everybody. Trade safe. And uh, remember, trade the market cycle. Trade good risk rewards, and you'll be fine. You'll do great. But what a great day today. We've been on a tear. We've been on a tear. Pandas, I'll see you guys bright next Monday. Have an amazing week, everybody. Truly, I'll miss you guys more than you'll miss me. Trust me. And I'll see you guys then. As always, happy trading, and God bless. Bye.